Right, so this lick's a Ldyan sweep picking lick. If you don't know what Ldyan is, check out the video I did on the modes first. It's pretty useful to know your theory and stuff. I've had this lick for probably like 8 years or something. I've never really used it. It's just quite a basic lick, some familiar arpeggio shapes, but I'm using them in a different way to give them a different sound, sort of like a minor shape, but it sounds quite major. And yeah, I'll break it down as slowly as possible and get some tab up there as well. It's in E and E Ldyan, which is a major scale but not the major scale, and the first note is an E, but what I'm using is a G sharp or A flat minor arpeggio shape. Anyone who's done much sweep picking should probably be familiar with that. Now and then when I do these kind of shapes, I add that note down the bottom there just to even out, just picking wise. Basically, if you play just one note above that one, an E, and start on that as a root note and go, you can hear it there with the E ringing over it. It makes it sound like I guess a major 7 arpeggio. Might have got that wrong. Anyway, yeah, so it's pretty familiar for most people, that shape, but if you're starting with, that's the first part of this lick. It's quite easy to remember. So you've got 7th fret on the A string, 11th fret on the A string, 9th fret on the D string, 8th fret on the G string, 9th fret on the B string, 7th fret on the E string, 11th fret on the E string. When you get to that, we do a slide up. So the slide note after you've hit that note there is, so you've got pull-offs from 16 to 12, 16 to 12 again on the B string, hammer on to 14, and the next bit is a sweep from the 15th fret on the G string, sorry, 14th fret on the B, 12 on the E, and then 16 on the E. So that little section together. When you get to that note, you slide up to. So that's a really basic sort of major arpeggio shape on the high 3 strings that might be familiar to a lot of people as well. So you've got 19 to 16 on the E, 17 on the B, 16 on the G, and then back. When you get back up, you do a pull off from that note on the 19 to back to the 16, and you can either slide up to it or what I've just been doing when I broke it down slowly is do tap it. So really slowly all together. It's important to pay attention to the picking on this one to give it the same sort of feel that I intended when I wrote it. So you're doing down, up, then a sweep. And when you get to that note, you're doing just a slide and hammer-ons and pull-offs. No picking on those notes, and then just one pick there. And you sweep for these ones.